Yeah.
Yeah, what's going on?
What's up? What's up?
That shit, man, that shit. Just put the wife and the baby to bed, so I'm good.
It's been a minute since we recorded one of these, man. A lot has changed. We had
Yeah,
a
no,
little hiatus.
whole landscape is just nuts right now. Niggas that ain't supposed to get touched, get in touch, but we'll talk about that later.
Saying hiatus around here, man. We had a little hiatus. We was gone for a minute, out and
Yeah, I fuck
about.
around with it, baby.
Elijah don't know how to control his dick, so he out here having babies and shit.
Man, the motherfucker got a mind of his own.
This nigga.
It do what it want.
I'm out here making business moves out here. You know what I'm saying? Get my shit
How
right.
big moves was you making?
Everything, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm waiting. You gonna see, man. It's gonna take about 3-4 business days, but shit gonna start booming soon. Hopefully, if it work
Hold on,
out.
tell me, did you hear a little bang just now?
No.
Oh, I was gonna say it was from me hitting my head on the glass screen door. I didn't know it was there.
Good, nigga. All right. So topics for today, man. Let's go ahead and talk about Kakashi. What's his name?
Takashi, your homeboy, your man's, bro.
All right, Kakashi Sensei getting kidnapped.
This nigga said Takashi Sensei.
All right, so
Mall voice. I'm about to put my mall voice on. Yo, that's crazy.
this nigga. For real, nothing really happened to him. Like he got back, he's sitting there laying in the hospital bed, he didn't got his ass whooped, and he was fighting for his life. Like he had no marks on him. I feel like it was a publicity stuff. For real.
That's what. In the initial picture, I saw a couple lumps on him. There was one on the side of his face, one on his forehead, and then on I saw a picture of him supposed to be going like Instagram Live or whatever while he's in the hospital. And in that picture, I didn't see anything. I didn't see the Instagram Live though, because I uninstalled Instagram because you know what I'm saying. I gotta go low key for a minute, but yeah. So I saw that there was no marks on him at all. Like at least in the original picture, he had a couple lumps. He was a little bit red. You know what I'm saying? Treyway shit, but
yeah, that whole situation was suspect for.
Yo, am I foul for saying I hope it really happened?
But hey, bro, people wanted him though. Like I honestly feel like he should learn from I don't know what the difference. I feel like the difference is people try to be like I don't say people try to be like him, but he definitely paved the way for the pettiness, 50 Cent. But I don't know the difference between 50 Cent and people now is that I wouldn't say 50 Cent can't get touched, but it's like
listen, they're not prepared.
50 Cent pushing 50, bro. Ain't nobody about to fuck with this nigga.
No. Even when he wasn't though, the reason why people were kind of and still are kind of sketchy about fucking with him is because he's willing to take it way further than everybody else. You remember when we talked about the whole X thing and where you start beef with a bunch of people and they don't forget?
Yeah.
His span of forgetting is a lot. He will not forget nothing. Like you could have done something to him when he was a fucking infant child, and when he is an 88-year-old man, he's gonna remember that shit and still fuck with you a little bit.
Yeah.
Kashi and them, they'll fuck around and forget they did all this, said all this shit about all these people, and then shit happens. That's my only thing about it. And I understand what you're saying about him kind of trolling the way, paving the way for trolls, because they're getting a little bit more they're a little bit more extra. They was always out there, but now they out there. You know what I'm saying? Extra out
there. You can't do shit to people and think they forgot. I don't know why people keep thinking this SS and Tashion situation is a robbery going wrong. They just wanted money. I don't think that.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
I think they took the money, but I think they was coming to kill that nigga off of grid.
Anyway. Or, you know what I'm saying? There's only two ways it could have went. It could have went like that, or it could have went you know what I'm saying? All right, here's how I look at it, right? When a kid or when a teenager sees that somebody's window is open in their house and there's no car in the driveway, they didn't rob them because they were planning on robbing them. That was a fucking perfect opportunity in their head. They're not thinking, oh, I'm just going to run up in this house real quick and just steal all their things. They're like, oh shit, opportunity. I'm hungry. I'm going to get something. So it could have been they was out just wherever the fuck they was in the little fucking shopping center, see this Lamborghini, and then see some fucking dreadhead nigga hop out there and they're like, oh shit, this must be a rapper. He got all that jewelry on. Yo, let's get this nigga. He by
But you,
himself. He a little dude. This an easy lick.
so what? You would just automatically ride in a van like that with guns?
I mean, you know how niggas be.
Nah, that shit was definitely premeditated.
I mean, it could have been. I'm just saying, like, it could have. In my eyes, it could have been either way.
I would agree with you if they pulled up in a regular car because you niggas just carry guns in them. Period. I would agree with you if they
Right.
pulled up in a regular car, but they pulled up in a goddamn van where you do that shit to people.
I don't know. Some niggas just ride around in the van.
Like that's just weird. But yeah. All right. What's the Tiger is making a comeback?
You know, some of them Columbus niggas be riding around in the pervert vans and got a bunch of choppers and them shits in it. Don't fuck with Frank, nigga.
But all right. But talking about Tiger making a comeback. Now I ain't gonna lie. I've been listening to Tiger. I ain't gonna lie to you. His song "Taste" and his song. What's that song he just put out with Nah. I listened to it. I don't really care for it.
Hold on, you talk about who?
Tiger.
Oh, Tiger. Okay, so that song "Taste." Oh my god, that was the only song I've heard from him. I heard it from the, and like I was just surprised, but it made sense when I saw something about Birdman launching Cash Money West.
Yeah.
And now initially when I saw that, I was like, that's a dumbass idea. You need to do a complete rebrand and just if you're gonna do something specifically for whatever, you need to just do a rebrand and name it something else because that's got a bad stigma on it as of right now. So like personally, I wouldn't want to sign it. I don't care if that shit's true or not. The fact that the rumors are circulating, that's gonna create some sort of like a thought where like, oh yeah, that nigga make dope music, but he getting jerked for his money type thing. So then there's less respect there for the artist. So I felt like that was a bad move. But when I saw that accompanied with Tiger dropping it, I don't know if he dropped a project or whatever, because personally I don't really check on him. But when I saw the single, I was like, oh, okay. And it's on the radio. I was like, all right, cool. But now for my deep dive of the song, the hook is dope, beats are dope. Both Tiger's verses was just off. I didn't like them because he was slightly off beat the entire time. I don't like Tiger's flow.
Fire.
No, I don't like Tiger's flow. I like his old flows on like the first couple well dones, and then like for some reason, bro, I don't know. Like he hasn't really been. I don't know. But Offset killed that shit.
Clone Offset, but no, he did that with Iggy Azalea called Cream.
Oh, is it like that?
Yeah, that shit was trash.
I bet. I mean, Tiger and Iggy Azalea together. Like I was hoping for a surprise for it to be like, oh, yo, that shit was fire. This nigga just told me.
She was throwing ass in it. She was throwing ass.
Oh, you know what we really got to talk about?
What?
50 and Floyd.
Well, you said what? Say it again.
50 and Floyd.
Oh yeah! Oh my goodness!
Oh my motherfucking god! That shit was wild. I was like, yo, when this nigga Floyd learned how to read, he spelled everything right. That was a big ass book he wrote. He did a really good job.
For real. For real.
Nah, this nigga.
Man, oh my god, bro! They go to best friends back to fighting every 2 seconds.
But this is like worse. This is like some shit. I was like, I don't see 50 being cool with him after this.
I don't think 50, when 50 not cool with somebody, he never really back cool with them for real. He just like, what can I say? Like, I don't know. Like, he never really back cool with them. Like, he just kind of like, you know how you don't like? It's like a stepdad or something. Like you like, but you know he gonna be around, so you kind of just deal with him.
Right. Yeah, I feel it.
It's like that, like but it's like 50. I don't think 50 really like cool with the game. Like even though the game was really trying to get cool back with him. But I think 50 was like whatever.
I feel like that's a different situation. Like with the 50 and game, like I'm not going.
Yeah, they make classics together. So
well, I don't know. My only thing is like that shit where somebody said something about people shooting outside of Hot 97 while Fifth was up there, and somehow his name got brought into the shooting, and somebody said that he shot Game's homeboy, and we all know who said it, but I'm not going to implicate nobody.
Anything that nigga did, he did it.
Nah, 50 said he didn't do it. He the type of nigga to like allude to it, but not really. You know what I'm saying? Like if you watch his interviews and
Oh, I
stuff,
forgot you don't watch Power.
it's something kind of like sketchy about it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You don't watch
This,
Power, do you?
no, I don't, nigga.
Yeah, I forgot you don't watch Power.
Premium cable channel.
This nigga.
That shit.
But
But see, the thing about that though, like all the games interviews about it were very inconsistent. It was one thing, another thing, another thing. You know what I'm saying? And then he'd be like, "Oh no, nothing happened." Or the next minute, "Oh yeah, you shot my homie," and then 50 was always like, "I wasn't even outside. I was inside. Some random people just shooting outside." Nothing to do with that the entire time. Like so, like look, if Fifth would have shot Game's homeboy, he would have said something like, "Well." Fuck, what's the type of shit? Okay, so like, look, when the MMG got chain got stolen, he was like, "Nah, I paid the jeweler." Nah, I paid the jeweler. He made it like some stupid, sketchy like that, where you know he lying type
yeah.
thing. Like, Fifth the whole time was like just like mad, just like nigga, I was inside. Like I didn't have nothing to do with that. Like
I feel like when that nigga 50, I feel like when that nigga 50 around, he just get dragged into it. Like that whole Tierra Marie thing when her sex tape got leaked and 50 was talking about it and she tried to sue 50. Like, bitch, what? Come
yeah,
on, bro.
fun too.
I'm like, how did 50 get brought into this? That's what I mean weak.
Yo, that shit wild. Yo, this nigga Floyd said this nigga live in an apartment in Jersey. This nigga,
Yo, Floyd and them, they actually had me cracking up though. They was going back and forth.
nah, I think 50 piped down after Floyd said he had herpes.
I knew 50 got hurt. I believe it.
I don't doubt it.
Nigga, fuck anything.
So I was just like, whoa. I was like, that's extra foul. That's something like, you couldn't really be their friend after that. Like, that's not a good thing you say to your friend. That's something like you like. That's something a female says when they're mad at somebody.
Right.
That was some really female esque shit. Like,
Yeah, they Floyd to be acting kind of femaleish.
yeah, yeah, he does. I mean, I'd be mad too if I couldn't read subtitles.
This shit. We talking about Floyd like that?
This nigga go pull up on me with the money game.
I was left on Baton Bougie.
I'm
That
not
nigga
scared of
what?
nobody. I'm not scared of nobody named Money Game. I'm sorry.
Money game. Money game bad. All right, man. What's next, man? What we talking about?
But I'm not gonna be scared of you. Money Game.
What's next in the hood? Let me see. What's some topics? Oh, Nicki Minaj, man. I don't like how she collabing with everybody, bro. I feel like she's trying to jump on what's hot.
You know what my problem is with Nicki?
She trash. I mean, go ahead.
Her performance at the BET Awards. Did you watch it?
Yeah, I saw it. Yeah, when she performed that Big Bank song and all that with them, didn't she?
Yeah, she did. She did the song with
Big Sean.
YG, 2 Chainz, and Big Sean. Now, my whole
Yeah.
thing, I have two big problems. Okay, one
Yeah.
of them is how she kept going.
That
I was like, what the fuck is she doing? I
shit
was like,
was fire.
I walk around the house and do that fucking little pigeon noise as a joke. She was serious.
That shit
Number
was
one.
fire.
Number two, no, that shit was trash. Number two, at the end of the little set, after that little YG, 2 Chainz, and Big Sean song that she was on, which is fire by the way. It I don't know the way that she made sure she announced YG, Big Sean, 2 Chainz, Nicki Minaj. I was like, wow. It made me a lot of the things she does, it's not even the fact that she just wants to feature with everybody. It's more so the fact that how she does it makes me feel like, she's doing this shit like she needs extra attention and clout because everybody forgot about her.
That's why I just said like her performing, everybody like she jumped. What's that Big Sean line? He said something about uh when niggas name drop just to he said some shit like that on that Control song. I forgot the lyrics. Shut up, Siri. I forgot the lyrics. But basically, I don't like jump. Basically, future to future or whatever, just to stay hot. I feel like
Yeah,
that's what
he said
Nicki
some
doing.
shit
Like,
like I forgot how that bar went, but I know what you're talking about.
she just did a song with 6ix9ine. Like, come on, bro.
Yeah, I saw that. I was like, what? And it's called Fifi.
Like, I'm like, oh, you really like? I really know you hopping on it just to like you doing a song with everybody.
In the beginning of the fucking video, they're sitting on the bed playing patty cake.
I didn't even watch it, man. Like, I didn't even listen to the song yet. I'm gonna have to listen to all that. See what's
I
up.
didn't know Nicki Minaj was on the song. I just saw the video on Facebook, so I clicked it, and I was like, oh shit, Nicki's on the song with him? She was really on the song, and like they were playing patty cake. I was like, oh.
But I don't know. You know what's funny? I do feel like people.
I don't mean to cut you off. I don't mean to cut you off. But everybody Nicki Minaj hangs with gets robbed.
You stupid.
Safari, Takashi. Who else does she hang with?
Meek Mill.
Did he get robbed?
He got robbed of it. He got robbed of 2 years of his life. Yes.
Yeah, that nigga got robbed. Really. Nigga, he was a lick.
Oh shit.
Oh my god. Yeah. She took the shit out his motherfucking ass.
Nah, but real shit though, I ain't even going.
Robbed the boy.
But what was I saying? Oh, real. Hey, what am I saying?
Oh,
Oh,
actually, you know what? How the fuck can Nicki Minaj? I don't know if I said this last time. How the fuck can Nicki Minaj sit there and tell Meek Mill's judge you did a good thing when you were really trying to get your brother out of Rikers Island and he's a child molester?
and she just did a song with one.
Yeah, another one. Yeah, see, we're like weird.
Here's the thing. I don't like I don't really like bashing people or like going at people. I just like ain't nobody for real. I just like when I see like the shit Nicki does and the way she moves, it just don't come off as genuine to me. You know what I mean? Like she just seems so fake to me, and I'm like not even trying to hate. The shit she does and the way she moves just seems so fake to me.
Yeah, like when she fake cried because Cardi B said that she rewrote a verse to diss her, and it did. Like it just came off. I know exactly who you were talking about. Like
Yeah,
as soon as she did that verse, watch your
yeah,
man, and you should watch your mouth. It was like, yo, you really just smooth, like, and then
yeah,
like, because all right. So if they were all together when they did the song, which I don't think they were. Actually, she said she was with Offset.
yeah,
No, she was with Quavo. That's who it was.
yeah.
One of them niggas. I don't know. Somebody with dreads. And
Yeah.
and they did the song together or whatever. And the fucking nigga said that she rewrote her verse after she heard Cardi shit. What's
Right.
wrong with that? But my thing is like it just seemed like she was dissing Cardi off the whole fucking time.
All
When
right.
Cardi still had the best verse. You know what I'm saying? And then she want to sit there and cry and be like, but I didn't rewrite my verse. She was really crying too. Like got mad emotional.
The thing is, she really didn't rewrite like her whole verse. The part that she changed was because I know Quavo said he didn't like the singing part, so he told her to take that off. She took that off, and then she changed that. If Quavo the QB, then I'm Nick Lombardi. When it was really supposed to be if Cardi's the QB, then I'm Nick Lombardi or whatever. And then and Cardi said she didn't like that because she felt like she was like sneak dissing her and all that. So Quavo or Offset, one of them basically said just change the shit. So she changed it to Quavo or whoever the fuck. And which I could understand that actually. I can understand how Cardi can see it coming that way. Because I honestly think a lot of part of that verse was towards Cardi. Like a lot of that shit sound like it could be towards Cardi. But what I was about to say,
Bum ass lace front.
yeah, what I was about to say before that though is I do think people create the tension against like female rappers. We just talking about female rappers right now because I think they do it to male rappers as well. Because they just create tension against Kendrick and Big Sean for a minute for no apparent reason. But
Yeah, I was saying every bar was
like every time Kendrick says something, oh, he talking about Big Sean. Like what? But the difference is about men and women. Like let's be for real. This is like Kendrick and Big Sean didn't feed into it. You know, Nicki Minaj and Cardi B, well, at least Nicki Minaj, like they got so emotional over the little shit, and that's what fueled it. And plus, when Nicki Minaj saying watch him, you should watch your mouth, watch your man, all this shit in every verse. It's like, okay, you kind of sound like you dissing somebody. Who you talking about? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, see, and that's why the whole Remy thing happened with her too. She needs to chill.
yeah. Well, I mean, I guess Kendrick did the same. Kendrick sounded like he was dissing somebody on Heart Part 4 for real. He was coming at somebody. It might have been Big Sean. You never know. But
I believe that was dissing Big Sean way before I'll ever think that Humble was dissing Big Sean.
yeah, yeah.
It was like, oh yeah, he was calling him a little bitch like 85 times on the hook. It was like, nigga, he was not. What the fuck are you talking about?
Her little bit. Sit down. But um, but not for like and for real, it's like I don't really like hating on, especially like hating on females. Like I don't really care. But just the way she just be moving, I don't like it, man. Just the way she move, I don't like it. And then, like it's just like she just don't seem genuine. Like the shit that she do just don't seem genuine. I don't know.
I think she needs to find a nice mountain in Wyoming and find herself.
This nigga, man.
No, she don't need to do that. She'll probably come back with a MAGA hat.
But nah, man. Like I don't know. I don't know what's up with her. And but the do I think it's so funny all the people that came to take that we thought was coming to, end Nicki Minaj run on top, basically. First everybody thought it was actually if you want to go all the way back, people said Honey Cocaine was gonna do it. That never happened. Bitch went to acting. No, I'm just kidding. But no. And then after Honey Cocaine, I think we didn't have one for a minute, and then I think that's when Iggy Azalea came in. And then after Iggy Azalea,
Quick.
yeah, they got her out of here quick, bro. They got her, bro. That's the quickest I ever seen somebody get thrown the fuck out. Like, quick.
Yeah, yeah, that was, yeah, I agree. That was bad.
It was from Iggy Azalea, and then it was some. I swear it was somebody before Cardi B, bro. Like I swear it was somebody, but I can't remember.
Might have been Azalea Banks for 2.3 seconds.
Yeah, I think that's how I think it was. And then she definitely got thrown out. If she would have kept her attitude in check, then maybe. But she just we gotta talk about her a while now shit too though. But
I want
and
to see
then
it so bad.
bro for real. And then it was Cardi B, and I think Cardi B is the one. I'm the one, yeah. I'm the one. No, I'm kidding. But
I think she's the one because she's too relatable. Nicki Minaj is like she spits on her fans and shit.
she spits on her family. I'm sleep.
She do. I think I saw a video of her doing her. Was that Justin Bieber? I don't know. They both
It
fake.
was Justin Bieber. Justin Bieber.
Sorry, my bad. I don't know.
Justin.
She's not authentic to me. You know what I'm saying? I was watching some of her old videos when she used to freestyle before she
Yeah.
got famous, and I was like, wow. I was like, what happened to that? Like, it's just gone. Like, everything is so media prepped already. It's like microwaved.
Yeah.
I want some
And,
soul food.
and I can never take away or discredit anything Nicki did in her career, even like I don't care
No,
for her
she
music
had
or
a very
whatever.
amazing catalog, actually.
And and I kind of always say this. I think it's if we talking female rap, even though I think she did copy Lil Kim on a lot of stuff. Let's be real. Um, I think she what was I saying? Oh, but yeah, I think is it disrespectful to like to compare her and Cardi and their career and stuff? Yeah, I think it is. I think it is to anybody that's been in the game that long in any type of career type thing. Whatever we're talking. But especially like when somebody just coming in, like it's like a Kobe Bryant coming in '96 and you comparing him to Jordan, like that's disrespectful as fuck. Like what I'm saying, Jordan got 5 rings, this amount of rings, and you compare him to a rookie, a 17-year-old nigga coming into the league, like oh, not that they did that, I don't know, but if so, but
They did it with
like
LeBron.
they got all the potential, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, I feel that. I definitely feel that because you know what, Nicki had all the accolades. She has like a very like huge like catalog. She's done numbers, and on top of the numbers, if we're gonna sit there and say numbers don't count, she's made some very dope songs, and her freestyles was ill, man. Like she needs to get her props because she has a very unique style. Like I see a little bit of like people don't really see it, but I see a little bit of like Busta. in her a
Yeah,
little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like Busta Rhymes, like it's just different styles you don't traditionally see in a female MC. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? And that's why I fuck with her. I remember when she used to like also sing on her hooks. I miss that. Now it seems like what she does is she goes for almost like a Remy type style, where
yeah.
it's just like I don't, and it doesn't fit for her. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like not that it doesn't fit, it's just I don't want that from you. You know what I'm saying? Do that on a freestyle. If I'm gonna see you on a song. I don't want you coming with that lazy flow. And you know
Right.
what I'm saying? Joe Budden says she might be on drugs.
This nigga. She might be on something. Because you know what? Believe it or not, when people, I think people, especially people in fame, because I know it was a video of her smoking, like she was smoking weed, and Safari said something about like her, like she like used it a lot, and I'm like, okay, it's just weed, but I think weed is kind of, and maybe in that limelight, weed is kind of a gateway drug. You get what I'm saying, to other shit.
I think it depends. Yeah, yeah. I mean, especially for her, she seems like she. I don't want to call her super sensitive, but the world can break her down pretty. I'm not even gonna say pretty easy, but like it just can, And she seems to pay attention to the narrative and what people are saying because she kind of has to. So I feel like they kind of, accompanied with being alone by herself, even though she can have whatever fucking dude she wants. She threw away the one that was there with her for like fucking 20 years,
Right.
and all that. So, and then she seems like a very vindictive person too. She
Yeah.
kind of shits on. Safari was trying to keep a cool head about the whole breakup thing. She was kind of just shitting on him the whole time. So he was finally just like, "Fuck you," and the bitch got mad vindictive. And then the whole Meek Mill thing again, like, I don't know their background, I don't know what the fuck he did to her or whatever for her to be like, yeah, the judge did a very good thing. But again, your fucking brother's a rapist.
Right. But like shit, like everybody says, it's three stories. It's his, hers, and the truth. You know what I'm saying? So,
Right, right,
but it's like, let's bring it all the way back. Like this, just cause it's like you. I know. I mean, I don't know nigga, but it just seemed like it's like the whole Chris Brown and Rihanna thing. You want to act like Rihanna really didn't do nothing to fuel the situation. I'm not saying what Chris Brown did was right by all any means, but let's not act like she didn't do anything to fuel the situation. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think we all been in a situation with a female where like you're getting like really, really high and she's like doing something to antagonize you extra as if she does want you to do something like hit me, motherfucker, hit me, some shit like that. Or start
Right.
throwing stuff at you. Not to say that that makes it right for you to hit her. I'm just saying that like it definitely doesn't help the situation.
But when you keep warning her and warning her, then it's like, okay, you obviously know I'm about to get to this point, so stop. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely give a shove.
But that's when you do feel like that, that's when you definitely you gotta walk away. But in Chris Brown situation, he was in the fucking car.
I
What
say,
you
where
gonna do?
the fuck he finna walk to?
Right? You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's like
You're
I
not gonna
understand that.
leave my Lamborghini out here.
Right. But
Oh, time out. Food. I smell food.
this
Hold on. What you cooking, nigga? Well, damn, nigga, can you cook me something to eat too? Damn, cuz, loud as shit. I'm about to go get my gun and shoot that nigga. Baby's crying and
this
shit. You think I'm gonna pistol whip you? I'm about to cost you the shit out of the child.
this dude, shut up. But
Say, nigga, I ain't do nothing for real.
what's that? Oh, the Offset in jail. That's what I really want to talk about.
Yo, what state was that?
And I don't know what they said. I'm pretty sure it's maybe Los Angeles or Miami. It's between the two.
Yeah, it was like, yeah, I thought it was somewhere in the south though.
I don't know, maybe. I'm just saying stuff. But
He got an illegal lane change, which was probable cause to pull him over. And then, yeah, like
ain't he on
under a little,
probation?
yeah, and he had under an ounce of weed on him. He had a firearm, and then which was another charge, and then another charge for having a firearm with weed in the car, which is
But
fucking.
what I want to honestly, what I want to say, oh yeah, it was in Atlanta.
Yeah, see, the South don't play with weed, bro.
But what I want to say, I saw people when I was reading it on like the Shade Room, I was looking at the comments, just seeing what people were saying. and people was like they'll never want to see him, somebody win, or basically the black man win, and all this extra stuff, and it just kind of made me. It didn't make me mad, but it kind of is like, yo, we sometimes we gotta take some responsibility. I know people gonna hate me for this, but it's like he 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 did he did a wrong lane change. Uh, then he had ounce of weed, and I don't know if did they say he had a gun in the car?
Yeah, he had a gun in the car, and he had a whole extra charge for having the gun, and then another charge for having the gun with the weed.
So all this is allegedly what happened.
Yep.
And and then he gets arrested, and then then you say they'll never want to see. What we supposed to do? Let you go? It's like they pull you over and have a whole bomb in the car. What we supposed to do? Just let you go? Like I don't get like what kind of sense does that make? And but there was other people calling them out like you gotta want to see yourself win. Like I just don't get how we gonna blame this situation that Offset put himself in on the white man trying to bring him down. All right, I mean that's all I'm saying.
You know what? I feel you on that, and yeah, niggas is gonna get mad, but I feel you because you know what? Like, as like a father, like I know he just had his baby and shit. It makes
Yeah,
you move. It makes you move completely fucking different. Like, there's no reason why you should be riding around in the car with a fucking. If you're a felon and you can't have a pistol, that's time anyway. If you got that bitch.
yeah,
Number one. Number two, why do you have an ounce of weed in the car? Why don't you just, you know what I'm saying? If you're gonna go on a little J ride and shit, because he lives I'm pretty sure he lives in Atlanta. I mean, that's where he's from. So if
yeah.
you're just going around on a J ride, take AJ with you or take two, however much you're gonna smoke, whatever. So that way, by the time
Right,
they pull you over, you can eat that bitch. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. But you got that that banger in the car. Nah, you need to move different. If you're really worried about motherfuckers robbing you and shit, don't be riding around in a motherfucking $1 million car if you're just gonna smoke weed.
right,
Like, there's no reason why you can't have something. You're mad, like what? You're gonna be like, oh, people caught me in this little fucking Toyota, and now they got me on World Star saying I'm broke. They go fuck them. You living comfortably, cause you got a motherfucking child, you got a wife, like, and your wife's doing good. Let her get some money, you be alright. You know what I'm
right.
saying? I would, you know what's crazy? I would have thought Cardi B would be in jail for Offset, but he got priors. You know what I'm saying? It's not like I'm saying he's soft. I'm just saying Cardi a gangster. But yeah, that's my take on that.
And all I gotta say is LeBron James in Los Angeles, man. No, I'm just kidding.
Corny as fuck.
He's a corny as fuck.
Corny as fuck. You should have went to OKC or Houston.
Oh man,
Why the fuck would you do that, nigga? Now you stuck with Lonzo Ball. Who the fuck is Lonzo Ball?
bro, the best point guard out right now, bro.
Nigga, shoot yourself.
You a hater, bro.
I'm mad you even made that joke.
He's a man. You made that joke.
Nah, bro, how the fuck did that? Oh my god! Like, I was just sitting there like, yo. I remember I was watching the Joe Budden podcast. This nigga Maul was like, yo, this nigga LeBron is not going to the Lakers. He is not going to. If he puts on a Lakers jersey, he is so fucking corny. And this nigga
What?
went to the Lakers. I was like, I want to see his response to this. But I thought the same thing though. I was like, that's like not a smart move at all because you got Golden State Warriors as a super team. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They got the coldest starting five of all time, like up there for sure, like the coldest. Like, and you're gonna go to a team with nobody on it. Like, if we're gonna think strategically and super teams are okay to do, you need to go. I would have went to OK just so him and Westbrook could hook up and be like, yo, we about to shit on KD.
Right.
And they would have been straight because you know what? People sleep on Westbrook, man. He nice. He nice as fuck.
Yeah.
And then I
Yeah.
feel like they could do it. They would have a better chance. You know what I'm saying? Imagine
Yeah. Wait,
if
you
the
said
timeline was different and like James Harden was still on OKC with Westbrook, and then LeBron goes on, and KD and all them's over at Golden State. They would whip their ass.
right.
That would have been.
That would have been amazing.
I'm a hater, man. I want to see Golden State lose, and I'm a Cali nigga.
Man, I don't even hard. I'm ready for I'm ready for the season because the Lakers still making moves. I like that they just signed Michael Beasley. I think that was a good move.
Wasn't they supposed to get Kawhi Leonard?
Who?
Fucking The nigga that's going to the Clippers.
Oh, the dude that's on the Raptors right now, Kawhi Leonard.
Oh yeah, he on the Raptors.
Yeah, he on the
Man,
Raptors.
oh my god, he was like, "Yo, let me go somewhere hot." They was like, "Nah, fuck you, nigga. You going to the
Right. They
going to
could have
Toronto?"
said, bro, they sent him out the US, bro. They was like, you ain't going to the West or the East, nigga. You going out the US.
Bye, motherfucker. Yo, they should have sent his ass to Australia.
You a dumbass. But
Take him to Iceland, nigga. You gonna be shooting. You
ice balls.
gonna be throwing snowballs in them motherfucking baskets.
For real.
A real basket, like a waste basket, taped to a tree.
Yeah.
Do they got trees in Iceland?
Yo, we can, nigga, I don't know. It's Iceland, nigga. I don't think so. But we need to get to this motherfucking Azalea Banks, bro.
Oh yeah, I forgot we were supposed to talk about that.
Yo, bro, like this. Oh my
Listen,
God.
you're going on to a show called Wildin' Out that has had 462 seasons, going strong about the same thing, making
Right.
jokes and making fun of other people, whether they're famous or not, or in the audience, on Instagram. If you're a live human being, they're making fun of you. You're going to go as a celebrity and think you're only going to perform? Safari wasn't supposed to do shit when he went. He was literally just in the crowd. He wasn't even going to perform. Them niggas started joking on his ass. You thought you were safe. You got too much material.
Right.
Like, yeah, that's my take on how you gonna cry. This ain't Maury. Did they follow her backstage?
That would have been funny though if they did. That would be dead.
With the camera kind of shaking a little bit like they were running after her.
For real. I don't know why Nick Cannon thought that was a good idea in the first place, honestly.
Yeah, that was definitely a bad booking on his part, man. I don't know. I mean, you know, he was probably trying to help her out and shit because you know what? From what I hear, I heard one song from her because I was like, and this was years ago. I think I was still in California because
Yeah.
they was talking about her or whatever for going off on Lady Gaga and she was her old songwriter or whatever. So I was like,
Yeah.
yeah, let me check out her music and shit, and it was pretty dope. Like it's some like techno-y type beats and shit, but like she pretty good, man. Like I kind of fuck with her. So I feel like he was trying to help her out and do her a solid, but mm,
Trash.
that was kind of a bad move just because of her, you know, track record of behavior. And plus, like, you know what I'm saying, you know, I mean, you're not going to be able to control that many people, you know what I'm saying, on your cast at all times, especially when it's witty off the top. Like, you're at the wild style part, like,
Right.
that's just going to happen. And she mad
Bro,
because they called her ugly. She low-key cute. You be all right.
they said, bro, before we even finish, I can give you my thoughts on this crap. They said Chicago named rat capital of the U.S. Like they got the most rats, I guess. And then somebody said this coming from a New York Post. Yo,
Oh, my God, that's foul. You know what's crazy?
I don't know what's up with niggas like New York niggas and they rats, but them niggas is huge.
Alpo.
I don't know what they feeding them. They like cats like out there.
Oh, you talking about actual rats? Like,
Yeah, nigga, shut your dumb ass up.
I thought y'all were talking about like niggas that's supposed to be gangster snitching.
Nah,
Nah, New York got some mean ass rats. So I've heard. I've never been there. I don't want to go.
they
Just
got some huge ass.
motherfuckers fuck around, fight your ass. They be hollering at bitches like, hey ma, what's good? What's good? All right then, fuck you, bitch. I ain't want to come eat your cheese anyway. Ugly bitch.
Carmelo Anthony going to the Houston Rockets.
You said what?
Carmelo Anthony going to the Houston Rockets.
Oh shit, Mello. He ain't been worth shit for the past 5 years.
This nigga. But this man,
They
this
should have
is
brought Harden to the Knicks so they could help.
stupid.
The Knicks need CPR like shit. Somebody better get the shock paddles.
Sure, paddles.
Clear. No, there's still some shit. Clear. No, there's still some shit. Clear. Still some shit.
But shoot, I don't know what I was about to say.
I bet New York niggas was happy that the Nets moved to Brooklyn, so they were like, "Fuck, finally."
Right. Dang, man. They need to get a Bronx team. No, let's get it. But
Why would you do that? You
yeah.
have nothing but trash on the motherfucking. You gonna have a bunch of trash on the court. Niggas with their
Actually,
brains hanging out on the seats.
honestly, what they should do, I think the team New York should have any type of basketball team is Harlem, man.
For real, you know what? You right.
I don't know about all New York, but from it seems like every basketball thing is in Harlem. I guess that's where the best basketball players at. But think about all the best basketball parks and stuff that's like, we're talking New York parks. Everybody always goes to Harlem, for it.
You know what? Those jerseys would look ill as fuck.
For real though, like
I mean, 'cause as long as you get a Harlem nigga to design it, you good. Harlem niggas be having some fly shit, man.
for real.
I was really hoping you was talking about like snitching niggas. I got happy. I was like,
Nigga, I wasn't talking about you.
you want to talk about what?
I wasn't talking about you.
Oh, well,
You snitch ass nigga.
yeah.
This nigga.
My paperwork mean.
This man stupid.
Witness list I'm on, nigga.
Man.
You know, Alpo was walking around Harlem not too long ago, right?
Shut up.
That nigga gangster for that. He got all this street cred back, nigga. He walked through Harlem and nobody shot him.
So when the next song you dropping?
Well, you know, my homeboy Mitchell, he just hit me today. He was like, well, the next song I'm gonna drop is that John I sent you for my daughter.
Yeah.
My homeboy, he fucking he's being in Elijah right now, and he hasn't been putting his verse on. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish writing, and then I'm just gonna write to the rest of the song, and then go ahead and do what I gotta do with it. My homeboy, he was hitting me. He was like, "Yo, bro, I need you on a song." He was like, "I'll pay you." I said, "Nigga, I was gonna do it anyway, but I need the paper, so shit, fuck it." I was like, "Hit me when you find a beat, send that joint to me, and I'll start writing." He was like, "All right, when we gonna record it?" I said, "I'm not off till Sunday or Monday, so like I'll pre-record it on my phone so I can just walk around, listen to it, make sure I got it all right in my head how I really, really want it to sound, and put it when we link up."
Right.
So
I feel it.
I'm doing a little
So when we gonna hop on another joint?
We need to like ASAP for real.
But man, what's up with this?
Oh, I had an idea too. I was looking up some Just Blaze beats and shit. And I was
Just Blaze?
like, yeah, man, I'm trying to do like a little EP. I picked like 4 or 5 of beats and shit, and I wrote. Oh my god, I shitted on one of the Joe Budden Jones. I think it's popping or popping off, pop off, some shit like that. I thought that beat was hard,
Right.
so I finished writing that one. And then there's a Jay Z one I need to do. Then there's Pump It Up because I was like, I really like that beat. And I remixed it before, but I don't have it no more. So I was like, I'm gonna redo it. I
Yeah.
needed to redo that one anyway because I said something about Paul Walker,
Yeah.
and it was right after he died.
This
And it
man.
was a bad bar. It was good, but it was bad. So we'll go ahead and do that. I'm gonna make it about XXX. I'm just playing. I'll diss Takashi though.
Hey, never mind. I cannot even say it on this podcast, bro.
Just go ahead and say it, nigga. Don't be pussy.
Nah, I'm just this shit getting me heated, bro. Every time I get on Twitter and Facebook, bro, these white people really pissing me off, bro.
Oh shit! Bang bang.
Like, I'm sorry,
You said it on the
man.
podcast. Oh no, to our white viewers, it's okay. We love you.
Like, shit is just getting me heated. Like, we're just like for real, like, bro. It's whatever, man. I don't know. Nah, it's just like you don't see all the shit that been going on, like a lot of the killings and just all the stuff in sports, like just all the stuff, and like you obviously see it's not right, and like everybody see and we talk about it, but as soon as we talk about it, they want to act like we wrong. It's crazy.
Yeah, you know what I try to do to remedy that is like it's hard, but like I try to understand that they don't understand. So try to come to an understanding. That's how I try to go about it because you know when they try to be like, you know, like fucking keys. All right, so when they try, when they try to be like they don't get it, you know what I mean, and they say like ignorant things, it's out of the fact that they just don't understand. So I try to, and you know, when they come out like that, you know, we get pissed as well. We should be pissed, but when we come at them, try to come at them with some reasoning and help them understand. But when they keep on trying to be on some bullshit, just know that you can't help everybody. You know what I'm saying? Some people
Right,
already understand because it should be, you know, common sense on how to treat a person, and you know, you understand that you don't know everybody's individual things, you know, circumstances that's going on in their lives, you know, and don't group everybody together. That's another big one is they want to always be like oh well, what about black on black crime? We don't all shoot each other. You do understand that, right? When you go to a white person's bar and you see two people fighting, guess what? It's two white people. You know why? Because it's a white person's bar. If you go to a white neighborhood and there's people fighting, guess what? It's a white neighborhood, so white people are fighting. You go to a black,
right,
you know what I'm saying, like a black area, same thing. You know what I mean? Like it's not every person is the same. We're going to college, a lot of us. Not every single one of us,
right,
but every single one of y'all going to college? No,
right,
it's individuals. That's what people need to learn how to understand at the end of the day. And once we all recognize that we are individuals, then we can have a proper conversation because then we'll know how to treat each other. And also, we also got to understand that not every person, period, regardless of ethnicity, is the same either as far as like personality and how we understand things. Because some people you can talk to,
right,
some people you can't. Some people you can talk to in a different type of way. You know, some people won't get it until it happens to them. You know, so that's how I try to go about things. Like when I explain it, or you know, when I have these conversations and stuff, sometimes you get people that just either don't get it or don't want to get it. And as long as you can
right,
either recognize the difference to either be like fuck it, whatever, think what you want to think, or nigga, you know where I'm coming from. So if you
right,
don't like want to be a part of the solution, you're a part of the problem. You know, and there's a lot of
right.
white people that get it. You know what I'm saying? There are. Like I was watching this Locks interview. I think it was I think it might have been Angie Martinez interviewing them. And Styles was like, you know, he was like, yo, I hopped out my car to get ready to pay the meter. And I saw this white lady, this older white lady with like this Louis Vuitton purse on and all this nice ass shit. And I was like, oh my God, like she's probably thinking of me like this, that, and the third. And then the lady asked him, she was like, hey, you have change for a 20, da 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 da. And he was like taken back by it and surprised. He was like, yeah, yeah, I got you. Da, 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 da. So he broke it for her, and she was like, you know, like they
Hey,
had
you
a
breaking up? Hold on, you breaking up? Hello?
yo, you hear me?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. Anyway, like yeah, he broke the dove for her, and she was like they had a conversation saying, you know, why don't like basically what I just said. Why don't everybody just treat each other as individuals at the end of the day? If somebody needs help, we need to come collectively and help each other. You know what I'm saying? Especially you know, like again, I understand some people either don't want to be helped or can't be helped. You know, it's almost like when
Yeah,
you got that drug addict family member. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Everybody keep on trying to help, and they just use, use, and use. You gotta be able to recognize that. Even with something
yeah,
like, even with something like starting a business, right? You need to be able to have
yeah,
that circle to where, like Dame Dash was talking about how well, his crew, right? He was like,
yeah,
if I have $1 million and I got 9 other niggas in my crew other than me, so 10 altogether, and I give each of them $100,000, and we all got
yeah,
$100,000. If I take a loss and I'm down bad, and we can really trust each other, I know that I can take a little bit from each one, like 10,000 from each one, and be back where I was at. You know what I'm saying? That we
yeah,
need to be able to have that type of trust because the trust thing is the hard part. Being able to get to the same, like you know, being able to be civil with each other, that's cool, but that's not going to help everybody for the long haul. We got to be able to get that trust factor down to know, you know, like, I mean, shit. In Canada, a lot of the motherfuckers don't even lock their doors. They trust that everything's going to be okay. That's foreign
right,
as fuck to us. We don't
right.
understand that at all. I have like 3 locks on each door and I look through the peephole
You feel me?
and I memorize everybody's knocks, like that type of shit. Like I know
Mm,
footsteps, like type shit. Like
yeah.
And that's because we don't trust nobody. If we could really get to the point where we could be like, all right, I can loan you $5,000 to start your business, and I know after you got it started up and you start to get profit, you can actually start paying me back.
Yeah.
Like motherfuckers just don't do that though. It's going to be a long process, and not everybody's going to be able to get down with it. But we got to start to get like good.
Yeah. Go ahead.
We just gotta be able to get that good circle, man. That's all I'm saying. But it's gonna be hard, man, because especially with social media, a lot of people just feel like they can say whatever, and it's
Yeah.
not hurting nothing. But really, words is the most potent thing. Period. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, sticks and stones break my bones, but words can hurt you. Because the thing is, my bones will get healed up. You know what I'm saying? You say something foul as fuck to me, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna think about that forever. I'm not gonna fuck with you. You say something really good and it boosts my confidence and shit, and you give me like a really good quote that I can relate to and something that's gonna help me get further in life, some good ass advice, I'm gonna remember that
Right.
forever. You know what I'm saying? Same thing. So people need to realize that, but it's just I don't know. I don't know.
I, I don't think. I don't know. Honestly, for my, I already know how my situation. These like adults and these people that are stuck in their ways. Hold on. Like these people that are stuck in their ways, like you won't. Like a lot of people won't get help from me unless you like my family or like like we like really close or whatever. But like my whole goal is helping the kids who still got a damn chance. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
I'm like, I'm like my nieces and all that, and like like the kids that still got a chance to turn out, you know, decent. But like at the same time, you can have your kids turn out decent, but then you gotta realize that these racist white people and even the fucked up black people we have and all the other people we have is also raising these other kids, and they gotta grow up like that too. So it's kind of like, but
Yeah, you got. You know what? It's definitely a catch-22 in that aspect because it's like you're trying to raise your child to be able to want to be able to help people, but then you also got to teach them, hey, some of these people are just going to do you mad greasy, like what I'm saying, like,
right,
which is a foul thing. Like that's the part that's really going to hurt. You know what I'm saying? We're raising my child because like I know I'm the type of person, and her mother's the type of person too, where what I'm saying. If we see somebody hurt and beat up in the middle of the street, we'll pick them up and take them to the hospital. We're just that type of people. You know what I'm saying? Like of course, I'm still gonna be watching to see if he on some funny shit, but still, like, we're just
right,
so if like like I feel bad when I walk around DC and it's like homeless people on the side of the street, and I can't give them no money, but then I also have to think how many times have I given a homeless person money and they have a place to live, and they hop in
right,
this nice ass car and go to their nice place to live where they live better than I do.
right.
You know what I mean? Like, and I think that's a fucked up thing we got to be able to teach our kids because people are grimy, but shit, it is what it is, I guess. I think a lot of it has to do with the culture of America. Just just how it's founded on. I think has a lot to do with its principles. You know,
Honestly, it's like honestly the best advice you can only give them. And you can tell them, everything, anything about grimy people, but some way, somehow, you're gonna get fucked. Like it's gotta happen. It's gonna happen. You're gonna get fucked, but don't let that, basically mold you or break you. Learn from it though, because you can never lose. You either win or learn. That's what like you either win or learn. That's pretty much is it. But like don't let that mold you or break you. Like just because somebody did some fucked up shit to you, don't make that. Like don't get colder. Like don't have a like less of a heart because of this. You know what I'm saying? Like shit like that.
yeah, you just got to recognize it's gonna happen. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
like, it's going to happen.
This is what it is. I think it's fucking wild, man. Like everything that's just going on at the moment. What I'd be thinking about sometimes, and like people really like say that this is like a millennial ass adopted ideology, but
What?
I think it's wild as fuck that instead of people doing what they were put here to do, because everybody got some sort of talent, which I
Yeah,
feel like the talent they love to do and they were just naturally good at and they want to do all the time, but they don't have time because they have to work a job that they don't like and are probably not even good at in order
right.
to provide for themselves and people around them. I feel like just that whole idea is fucked up. Like we need to like be able to, if I want to be able to make music, I should be able to make music. I feel
Right.
like, what I'm saying, if like whatever your passion is, because you can change the world with it. Like, even
Yeah.
if it's just basketball. To Michael Jordan, it was not just basketball. And I remember being a kid and being like, yo, he made that be what I wanted to be. You know what I'm saying? Like, but it could be with anything though. You could have the
Yeah.
good influence or the bad influence. Because I also remember the first time I watched Scarface, I wanted to be just like him too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I just feel like though, um, if we were really allotted the time to even just have fun, like like being grown, I don't have time for fun, man. Especially like raising the baby, I don't have time for it. I work from 2:30 to 10:30. No, from 2 o'clock to 10:30 every single day, and then on Saturdays I got to go to work at 5:30, and then I get off at 2:30.
Right.
Like I don't even have time to really hang out with my daughter like that. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
And I want to be able to make music too, but I can't juggle all three. It's really hard to do that kind of time management. You know what I'm saying? And
Honestly, it's real the same. I mean, I don't have a kid and all that shit, but just doing like come the job shit comes other responsibilities as well, and then plus you tired as hell after you get off, like, and then it's honestly just, I mean, at least for me, speaking for me, just because I don't have a kid, so, but it's just honestly that sacrifice. It's like, okay, do I really want to make music? If I really want to make music, I would sacrifice this. I get off. I can go to sleep later. Let me record. Let me do this shit real quick. Boom, boom, boom. Let me take a chance on it, sacrifice it, because I mean, like, obviously, I'm talking about how I want it, but I'm not working for it. Obviously, like, nothing's going to change. You just sitting there depressed, talking about how you want it. Man, I want it bad. You haven't recorded a song or did anything in months. But you gotta find a thing for that, and that's what like me like I've been. That's what I tell you. I've been making moves. I've been taking chances because me, I hate spending money. I'm cheap as shit. But
I feel you.
what I'm saying, I just been making moves. I've been trying to. I'm like, no, I'm gonna just take the chances. Like I don't want to like because I mean, we young right now. We 20, 21 and shit. But we gonna wake up when we 30. Then we gonna wake up when we 40. Then we gonna like, damn, what if? You know what I'm saying? So it's like.
That's just inspired the fuck out of me because I've been thinking that shit for like the last couple of weeks. I was like, yo, I'm really just gonna wake up and be fucking 50 years old telling my grandkids how I was supposed to be the greatest rapper of all time.
You know what I'm saying? You just like you keep passing shit up. Like, nah, okay. I'll do it tomorrow. I'll do it tomorrow. That tomorrow, them two tomorrows gonna come into next week. That next week gonna turn into a year. That year gonna turn into five. That five gonna turn into 10. You know what I'm saying? You just gonna keep on going. Like you just got really like me. I just been jumping into it. I'm like, fuck. I'm just been jumping into it. Hopefully something change. And the thing is, I've been seeing the change. Like I've been seeing the change. So it's like. I'm cool. And the thing is, that's like for real. That's the only thing that actually genuinely makes me happy. Like I hate that job when I'm not. Like I go in there like mad as shit, depressed. But like when the whole shit like this weekend, a lot happened. I mean, I went in that job Monday just happy as shit until they pissed me off.
Right.
But like for real, like man, my whole situation is like I feel like I'm too young and life is too short for me to be mad all the time. I don't want to be mad, man. I just want to be happy, but I'm also bipolar, so my mood can switch without me controlling it. So
That's how I've been for like the last couple of weeks. But you know what? I feel you though. So that's what I'm gonna start doing. It's a little harder with the baby because I gotta like wake up every 2 hours. So my sleep thing, like I'm getting used to it. Like, but like for Friday, between Friday and Saturday, I had 8 hours of sleep combined. You know what I'm saying? So like I'd be mad tired, but still, like I think I could do it because you know what? When I get off work, I don't just come home, take a shower, and go straight to sleep. You know what I'm saying?
right,
So that's time I could be used. You know what I'm saying? Holding my daughter, headphones on, typing.
that's what I'm telling you, bro. I mean, you see women be holding their babies, breastfeeding their babies over there, doing their college work and all that and shit. You can't like you I already know like but like but you can do that shit like you can hold her listen, do your music real quick, blah, blah. Like, you definitely can do it. It's just like you just gotta find the right motivation. Like I said, like I saw a quote and I posted it said, "There's no such thing as a lazy person. They either sick or uninspired." And like, so I feel like that's true because I feel like if you think about anybody, nobody, I don't think anybody's lazy, but like when you're not feeling something, of course you're not gonna put your all into it. Even if you're saying you're putting your all into it, it's no way you're really putting your all into it because you're not feeling it. You're not in love with it. And that's why Biggie said, if your heart's not in it, then you not, don't do it because you really, if like my heart's in this music shit, I love it, and so everything works out, not works out, but like, whatever is whatever. But like when your heart's not in it for real, you're not gonna put your all into it. You're not gonna put your passion and anything to it. You're really not gonna love what you're doing, period. So that's really how it is.
You know what? That's big facts, man. I really needed that conversation right now.
But for real, man, it's just you gotta for real, you just gotta want it like that video. It's like the video this dude he said, I don't know if you saw the video, but the dude he said, you want to be successful? And the dude was like, yeah. So he's like, come out to the ocean with me. And he come out to the ocean. He kept asking him questions. And then the deeper and deeper they get. And then the dude grabbed his head and put it on the water. He said, do you want to be successful? And he pulled him up like, you want to be successful, whatever? He said, yeah. And put him underwater again, like basically and all that. And he's like, basically, you got to want it more than breathing, basically. You got to want it more than sleep. You got to want it more than this. You got to want it more than that. And in another post, a quote, it said, don't come home after 8 hours of work and not work on your goals and not work on your dreams after you just work on your dreams.
That's, oh my fucking god. You know what? Yeah, you right. You right. Because it makes me so fucking mad when I see my manager's boss pull up in that motherfucking Benz.
You know what I'm saying? Like the same. Like they pull up in that nice car, and I'm just sitting, and I think of that post every time.
Don't even touch anything. They just come in there talking, leaving that nice ass car, and I'm out there busting my ass. You right, nigga. Now I'm gonna rob them. That's my dream and aspiration. Fuck with you, but yeah.
But now, like for real, I feel like we both getting to in being back inspired because I think me and you get inspired like real easy. But I feel like because you recorded a song and you sent it to me, I'm like, okay, he probably getting back inspired. He just had his daughter and shit, so I can see that. Me, my whole situation.
Do shit after that. Turn around and went to work. Shit.
This nigga, but me just getting inspired is like for real. Only reason why I was uninspired doing music because I feel like I didn't have like any content, any topics to talk about, and I feel like I was just turning into one of them random niggas like that, just be saying random shit, and I ain't want to do that. But now I got shit to talk about, you know what I'm saying? So like, I be really writing. I got a lot of shit that I need to record, honestly.
I got a lot of shit I gotta record too, man. Like a fucking ton.
Like that's actually shit to talk about. So, and the thing, like, and the thing is like in my head, and I was talking about this. I said in the song, I said by 25, I ain't a millionaire, then I must be a billionaire. Like,
Word.
but like, um, I honestly feel like I should have been, and this is just me. Like, I feel like I should have been like not like super like big or something, but I feel like I should have been on stage because I got so many opportunities to get on stage. So many people hitting me like messages and all that about me. Hey, you want to perform? You want to perform this and that? Blah blah blah. Your music's nice. Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, and I just never took the chance because I'm like, nah. Like I don't know why, but I just never took the chance. But like I feel like I should have been on stage. I feel like I should have had like at least a social media presence a little bit. Shit. I feel like I should have at least been on my way. And I feel like if I would have started when I was working at Target and I was just like 17, 18, I feel like I would have been at that moment right now. For real.
Probably, but you know what? That woulda, coulda, shoulda shit out the fucking window. You at where you at right now, you know what I mean? So what you do is, not for real. What you do is, next time a motherfucker take you up on, even before that, what I want you to do, start going to like karaoke spots and shit. Pick a song where you already got something written to it, and when they're expecting you to go ahead and start spitting that song, spit your shit.
They gonna kick me out. Get your dumb ass out.
Nah, fuck that. Go ahead and do that shit because you know what? It's only gonna work one or two ways. One, they're gonna say, "Get your dumb ass out of here."
Right.
or two, they're gonna really fuck with it. And either way, you really got some practice out of it. Because you know what, I hear live performances is mad different. I don't doubt it, because you know what, especially if you're gonna do some, like at a fucking karaoke bar or whatever, you're gonna need
Right.
like a lot of breath. You're not gonna have the background vocals. And personally, I wouldn't want to perform with background vocals either. But like,
Yeah.
you're gonna need a lot of breath, because you also got to maintain that stage presence. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And get the crowd hyped. Move your arms, move it with the crowd. You know what I'm saying? While you're spitting that shit, and that's hard, because when you record, even when you're just spitting it to somebody, it's one thing. But when you record, it takes a lot more breath. And then when you're moving around with that mic in your hand and trying to interact with people, remember your shit at the same time. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta have the right, just breath for it and
Right.
shit like that. Make sure the vocal inflections are right.
Right. But actually, I've been promoting my shit like on Instagram and shit. Like when I did like little like rap videos and stuff, like so I'll write to what the hell is that shit called? Like to like a instrumental, like somebody else's instrumental, because like I'm not putting my own beats that I wrote. Like I'm actually record them and put them out. But like if I write to like an Offset or like a Drake or some instrumental, then I rap up there. And I've been promoting them. Yeah, I just been promoting them, see what's popping and all that, and see what like top, like see what people locations is, the age range I'll be getting, just to see. But my top location right now is California.
That's real dope, and that's good that you're watching like the demographic and you know, stuff like that. That's really gonna help you market to find out where your
Right.
best selling market would be. You know what I mean?
Yeah. California, Florida, New York, Texas, Ohio is my top right now.
I'm surprised New York isn't like your number one.
Right.
That's wild.
But shit. But man, I'm just like, man. Look for what us are like now. Like I feel like when I don't put my all into it, and then I start getting like hella people commenting like, "Oh, your shit fire." Let's get this rocking, bro. Let me promote this for you, blah blah. Boom boom. Just because I hit you up and you hit me up, and I like the song, I give you this deal, whatever. And I don't take it. You know what I'm saying? Like, or just a lot of shit. And then when I really start taking it serious, really start doing it, I don't get that shit. Like I get comments here and there, I get shit here and there. When I really start doing it, start getting like, oh, I'm gonna really push this shit. I don't get it. And I'm like, yo, that shit pissed me off. Like that pissed me off so much. But when I'm not, y'all want to hit me up 24/7. Like I hate it so much. I'm like, oh, it's just annoying.
You gotta be on it, man. Fuck it. Well,
Yeah,
next time they hit you where you're not on it, nigga, you better just take it.
you better just take it.
For real. I don't get none of that shit because I don't put out music.
Yeah. We need to record a little joint though.
We definitely do. I just need to talk my shit a little bit.
Go ahead.
Nope.
I actually got some beats downloaded already. I'm gonna send them to you.
Y'all ain't good shit. Good. You know what I forgot? I forgot we was on a podcast.
I did. But we is, man. Let's go ahead and end this right here.
Shit, all right, my nigga.
All right, y'all.
Professional unprofessionals or unprofessional professionals, whatever the fuck we call nigga.
Right. You know what I'm saying? But we out here like we out here like swimwear on a Tuesday. You know what I'm saying? But we see y'all next time. Hope maybe this weekend, maybe not. We see y'all. And then yeah.
Yeah.
All right.